Okay, so Sam from the future here. I did not record nearly enough for this entire the 2 days I was down there. I was just so overwhelmed with the racing and working on the car, making sure it was running fast because it didn't really run as fast as I was hoping. So I kind of lost motivation to be recording. So thankfully, I had two people down there that helped me a lot, not only with recording, but the stay, cooking, food, groceries, making sure we're all cool, drank water, sunscreen, all that. And those two people are Zach and Caitlin. Caitlin, which you're about to see, and Zach, who is behind the camera most of the time, but you might see him. Yeah, so let's go back in time and check out the races.
It is 6 o'clock in the morning here. We all just woke up.
Well, except for your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Braden's slowly getting up.
Braden's slowly getting up. It's time to make some breakfast. It is inspection day, and then race day, day one.
Yeah, test and tune.
Test and tune.
Yep.
Breakfast time.
Yay!
Day one.
Tractor sexy.
Day one.
Yep.
Getting that food in. Sam, you need more?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
No.
We're doing the final touches, cleaning out the cornet for that half-hour drive from here to the dragway to get ready for check-in. Final car clean out. Finishing her up, getting her ready to go.
Alternator belt. Canopy. I'm gonna star this one. Spark plug wire.
I don't know if you want to set up all the GoPros. You just already have them in place.
Cameras. 360 and GoPros.
Put my cameras, in the car, in the cooler.
Clean underside.
I don't know if you just want to do a once over of everything, like the drive shaft, safety, and everything else under the car too. Since we have it on the trailer, we can just slide under it.
That's just, we're gonna be doing that after we do everything anyway.
And when they do their checks on you, they're probably gonna check.
Yeah, they're gonna check it again.
Well, I figured
They're gonna let us go through tech as many times as we need to because we know Forever Finnegan or all that.
Sam from the future again, just to interrupt this little part. Actually, I never talked about this, but tech was super easy to get through. They didn't even look underneath the car. So, yeah, it was a little bit more laid back than I had thought going in. But, yeah, they didn't end up checking the underneath of the car. All they told me was I needed a second throttle return spring and I needed to cover up some of the holes in the firewall because if something caught fire, it's just going to, shoot flames into the engine bay. But, yeah, so that was pretty much all that was really checked. It was just the top of the car and then my helmet. So, yeah.
And then Roku guys won't be here till like 5, 6 o'clock. So
Because they're cruising it, aren't they?
Yep, they left. Actually, they're leaving in about 10 minutes from California. Found out that one of the spark plug wires came off on that little drive we did.
But I was running like shit.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it, didn't you?
I mentioned that it was rubbing through the spark plug boot,
Okay,
but it was completely off when I opened it this morning.
gotcha.
So,
But I knew you said something about one of the wires.
but I put a word out there, asked somebody if they had another one that I could just borrow or use or have. So, be better than having a boot that's just completely fucked.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody's got one.
Gotta get the stuff out of the trunk.
Oh.
And then we'll do a tune because we are at a very different altitude than we are back home. Here we are, Tucson Dragway.
Finally made it.
Yeah. Got some somewhat decent sleep last night. I mean, I've been up since 4. I mean, when were you get up 6:30?
Yeah, 6.
6. Either way, we are here now. Cornet is all loaded up, and we've got our other two back there. Line is moving about 1 mile every
3 hours.
3 hours. I don't know. We haven't moved much since we got here. Barely at all, to be honest.
we're just we're gonna get inside and get the car unloaded and then start prep to get it ready for tech inspection.
Damn right.
She toasty? We're doing that tire swap.
Remember the fucking lug nut. Wow. Good trade. I like these tires better.
Yeah, me too.
This is our setup. We got a nice little canopy going. This heat, man. We definitely are not used to this. But it's currently all hands on deck getting this thing ready. Let's hope she don't overheat. Brake clean.
Looking hot, Brandon.
I am hot, that's why I have this on. Yeah, no, Sam, you're gonna love it.
Whoa, yeah.
You know, this is gonna be the real true test. Is the Coronet faster in the quarter than the vet? I didn't put up a great time.
But I think I have more confidence in my driving than you.
Oh yeah, and that was my first time on a ship with
Me too.
with street tires on 34 pounds.
What was your time?
12.9.
He is off to inspections. Off to inspections.
Yep.
Hopefully he passes first try.
Hopefully it passes just in general, because that'd be really awkward if it didn't.
Well, if there's something wrong, we have time to come back and fix it. So hopefully he passes first round of going through the line of inspection, because that's a long ass line.
It's actually not that bad anymore. If you look behind you.
No, still.
It's still bad. It's hot.
Future Sam here for the third time. Don't know how many times I'm going to be popping in to say stuff, but it was after this that I did pass tech inspection with flying colors, and then the wait started. Now, I was not aware of this wait, and I was not aware that it was going to be so long, but to be honest, I kind of wish I would have thought about this sooner, but we got there at 8 o'clock. And we didn't get in there until 11. We didn't go through tech till 12. But then we sat there for 6 hours in that blazing heat waiting for drag racing to start. There was burnout, like open burnout pit, but that wasn't till like 3:30, and there was only a couple cars that went. So, yeah. Future self is going to probably get the car inside and probably just leave until 5-6 o'clock. Make sure the car's all ready. But had I had a problem with the car at all, I would have had several hours to fix it. So, yeah. Anyways, let's jump a couple hours forward.
All right, here we are. We're just chilling. Got like another hour or two until the drag race events start. We got ourselves some hats because the sun is killing us. My Snapchat's saying it is 108 degrees outside. We are roasting. We've got some fans in here trying to cool down the Coronet.
15 minutes before
Burnout pit starts in 15 minutes. I think it's going to be a good run. We're not doing burnout pit. We'll probably watch. Yeah, here we are. Chilling. Got everything all set up. looking good to go. All right, we're getting ready to get up for staging.
Gearing up in my gimp suit.
Shut the fuck up.
Look, guys, just handy things.
Yeah, we're helping you.
Hey, Sam.
That's my boy.
You want to pour the rest on your seat? I was thinking about it. Pour on your head. It's actually not that bad.
Night one, getting ready for racing. His suit, half on.
So right
He'll
now,
figure it out.
We're doing the final inspections on the car before we go up for staging. Make sure everything's looking good. We get up there quick. Make that first run.
Yeah, he's gonna blow it up.
No. Knock on wood.
I'm kidding. Ow! We're lined up at the staging area. Ready? Oh yeah.
We brought another water.
Got to finish this one. Sorry, Zach. I forgot how much I've sweat today. You think I'm any drier? I know.
But he's driving.
Just load up water before we go.
My boy.
And the trouble begins. Now, so this was my first time at a real drag strip at a very different altitude, and I guess this is why they call it test and tune. I'd like to preface with the fact that dual quads were not the move, not for that motor, not at that altitude. So, yeah, I'm not trying to make excuses. I still ran terrible, but it was my first pass. I didn't know how grippy the track was going to be, and those carburetors were not going to be it. Okay, so 17.17, I don't even remember the mile an hour. Not amazing. I lost like 2 seconds in the launch alone because of how much those carburetors bogged. What ended up happening after that was I went around again, and it bogged so hard off the line. I literally had to push in the clutch, rev it all the way up, and just dump it. I almost pulled the front wheel off the ground. Yes, I said front wheel. But that second run was like an 18 something. I was pissed after that. So thankfully, I had brought a single 4-barrel with me with a Holly, and I got rid of that later in the night. But after that, we wrapped up for the day, and yeah.
All right, day 2. I'm a little late. Sam did a pass of what this morning?
I ran a 1595 at 90.19 mile an hour.
Let's hope so, at least.
Let's
I
hope
really
so.
doubt it, but at least low 15s. So
Agreed. We've got fans and everything set up to try and keep the engine cool. They're all over here. Should probably turn them off until we're cooling them, but yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Sam's getting ready to make a second pass of the day. We're heading over there now. I got my camera with me. It's gonna be a good run. It's really windy today. I don't know how his hat's staying on.
I am magical. My head's fat as fuck.
But yeah, I'm praying for a good run, clean run. Hopefully lower 15s, hopefully maybe even 14, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Okay, so I didn't record a video after that pass, but the rundown on it is I ran a 15.623 at 82.11 miles an hour. I don't know why I did this, but after I saw myself out in front of that Infinity, I, for some reason, decided to lift. I haven't, like, what was I even doing? But yeah, I did win that. That was my second win ever on a drag strip. That first one was against that Maverick with the Shelby taillights. That was my first win ever on a drag strip. So, good for me, I guess. But anyways, here's my next run. Okay, so that run was slightly slower at a 15.699 at 90.57. My launch was bad. My 60 foot was bad. It wasn't because I was spinning tires. In that video, that's actually the other guy, which is actually a good buddy of mine. His name is Alex. He's a camera operator for Motor Trend, long-time partaker in the Roadkill crew, and I've known him for the last 3 years. Been an amazing guy. Yeah, his Chevelle, badass piece of kit, that's for sure, because he ran a 13.567 at its highest mile an hour, 108.06, but he ended up running like 13.4 that day. I mean, he was pretty consistent. I was all over the place, but I guess that's what I get for having a manual and being my first time at a drag strip. You know, that doesn't excuse the fact, but yeah. So now we kind of jump way forward into the future. We go to the Battle of the Beaters. So I didn't make another run after that. I actually took a break, and I didn't make any other runs until Battle of the Beaters. But yeah, let's jump to that.
Okay, we're in line right now to get judged for Battle of the Beaters. It's a line.
Oh, this is such a great story. There's no way this is not it. Here's the deal. Instead of roadkill, Mike Finnegan and I did a deal where we were trading cars along as we went. We were trading from, we bought a 340 Duster and traded it down and down and down to get worse and worse. We got to the end, and we were going to trade this guy, this Coronet, for his Maverick, and we did. But then, we didn't want the Maverick either, so we gave him that car back also. So essentially, we gifted him this car. He's been working on it hard for several years since then. He's got different body panels on it. He's got a 440 in it. He's got a 4-speed in it. It's all robot trash stuff. They drove it from Michigan to be here. That isn't in as it gets. And he's got his Roadkill Night sticker on the window too. Awesome.
So, obviously there was a little confusion there. Obviously they did think that I drove it all the way there. Quite clearly, if you go back and watch my videos, I didn't drive it there. I did drive at a few points during the trip just to kind of break it up, the monotony of the 37-hour drive. I did unload it and drive it a few times during the trip on the way down, but I didn't drive it all the way there. But you know what? I mean, it's good for TV, whatever. I wasn't going to just be like, no, I didn't drive it there. I wasn't going to correct him. Especially because it was the judging for the Battle of the Beaters. But, you know what? I ended up getting in, and here's round 1 of Battle of the Beaters.
Maybe even 3 years.
He has.
The Comet's got a big block, so it's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough one.
I hope Sam wins.
There's a 440 in the Coronet as well.
Yeah.
It's not a 318 car anymore.
I love this for this guy. Yes! 1550. Yes!
And so, I had my first win. It was against that big block Ford. I ran a 1557 with an 8 at 89.56 miles an hour. He treed me bad. He also beat me at the 60-foot, but then I just picked up and gone. 330, I ran a 6.7 with a double aught. 8th mile, I ran a 10.116 at 72.30. 1,000 foot, ran a 13.057 and brought it home in the quarter mile. 1557 with an 8 at 89.56 miles an hour. It was then I had to hot lap it, bring it right back around, show the slip to the guy at the front of the staging lanes, and get back in line. The car is hot at this point.
Just about loaded up. We got almost everything back into the truck, and with that, what a wonderful end to Duct Tape Drags 2024.
So yeah, and with that pass, that was the end of Duct Tape Drags, at least the drag racing part, Battle of the Beaters. I ended up getting knocked out on that second round. I ended up going back, watching some drag racing. I ended up watching who ended up winning, which was that Nash, because it seems to always win because it weighs nothing. It's got a lot of power. But don't give him too much hate. You can't hate somebody just because they're winning. But I guess going over that last run, I'll go over, and it was almost my overall best, minus my RT and my 60-foot. RT was a 547. 60-foot was a 2.336. 330-foot was a 6.439. 8th mile was a 9.803. Mile an hour for that was 73.35.
1,000 foot was a 12.697, and quarter mile was a 15.15 with a 7 at 91.74 miles an hour. To date, that is my best pass that I've made, but that Charvet, as soon as I lined up next to it, he was the guy next to me in the pits. I knew I was kind of done for, but I figured I would at least give it my all and, you know, give the guy at least somewhat of a run for his money. But you know what? Car just wasn't as fast. Wasn't really tuned for down there. I tuned it for the streets and stuff like that up here. You know, I'll be coming back next year with all of that stuff in mind, such as the fact that it's way hotter down there and, you know, yada, yada, yada. But that'll kind of conclude this video. I had an absolute blast. I plan on coming back next year and tune in for the final part of this video, which is the drive home and how much it ended up costing. Because I'll spoil it a little bit. It was a lot less than I thought. But thank you for watching this video. And yeah, if you don't end up watching those other two, I hope to see everyone there next year. It's an absolute blast. And if you can make it, go. It is worth the time. It is worth the money. It is just an absolute blast. The heat is about the only thing that I can tell you that I didn't enjoy, but that's just because I'm from Michigan. If you can withstand the 108-degree weather, if you have AC, if you have a way to stay cool, absolutely go. It is an absolute blast, and it's just an overall fun time. If you can get the time off, if you can do it, do it. It is absolutely worth it, and I could sit here and tell you how much fun I had and everything like that, but that's not really why I'm here. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching this video. Tune in for the final part, and yeah, thank you.